What's up, YouTube?
How's it going?
Welcome back. It's your friendly host, Rapzilla. Yeah, and we're here to review a new album today for y'all.
Two, actually. We got a double feature since one of them was 6 lacking, as some would say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But,
Spoiler, but
I guess, yeah.
So the first album we're reviewing is Black. Also, it's written like a 6.
Why do we say 6 lack?
Yeah, 6 lakh. But the album is called
Since I Have a Lover.
Yeah, Since I Have a Lover. Which I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he even means by that.
Yeah, me neither, girl. I didn't understand half of the album, to be honest, because...
So we should maybe introduce Black if people don't know who he is.
Yeah.
So Black is a Atlanta rapper, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because he does have that album, like, East Atlanta Project.
Yeah, and
East Atlanta Love Letter, sorry.
Yeah, and he got famous with his song
Calling My Phone? Love Songs?
Yeah, Calling My Phone.
He does have that feature with J. Cole.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking song.
Yeah, I think, but like, yeah, and like Interscope Records, he came out through them. So he has like a lot of good producers behind him.
He's a pretty big he's pretty big in the R&B scene right now.
Yeah, like R&B, trap kind of shit.
Yeah. But I like him as a musician a lot. He's got some good hits, so some good music to vibe to.
Yeah, he has a lot of hits. I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about 6 lack or Black, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got hits. He's R&B artist, pretty big in the R&B scene. He's from Atlanta. He says he's from East Side, so East Atlanta. And this is his first album in a while. Like, I know, like, a lot of his fans have been kind of anticipating this, so.
Yeah.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah, man. So, what'd you think? What's your pros, cons? Well, start with the pros first.
For me, my pros was obviously the production. Holy fuck, like, he's always got good album production in general, but still, like, the production didn't slow down on this album. I liked some of the storytelling on some of the songs, overall, like, I thought it was a good produced album, but honestly, like, I couldn't really get over the fact that his voice style never changed throughout the album, It was kind of like robot-y and monotone. So I feel like the production definitely overweighed his voice. That's just me, though.
Damn, bro, I said the pros. You straight went for the cons.
Yeah. Pros, great production, good lyrics. The Don Toliver feature was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. I fucked with Don Toliver, so it's cool to see him on there. For the lack of features, I mean, he kind of carried. Well, I mean, obviously he carried, but yeah, those were my pros. Good production, good voice. Well, not good voice, but good lyrics. Yeah, what about you, Redzilla? What are your pros?
Well, I mean, you already said good production. He had really good production. But I feel like that's kind of where it ends for me as far as pros.
Just production?
Basically. So I think he started off really strong. Like, the first few songs on this album were really strong. The first song was cool. Yeah.
Because I like that intro with the girls, going off, and she's like, we've been waiting, like, East Atlanta love story was sick, like, all that. And then, like, yeah, kind of faltered.
Yeah. Well, like, like Inwood Hill Park. I like the beat in that song,
Yeah.
and like he does have some like pretty good lyrics. Like he's actually like not so monotone in that song. He's actually like doing a lot more with his voice, trying to like like have more dynamic
Yeah,
range with
but
it.
that's it. That's like the only song really where he showcases that, to be
Well,
honest.
also the like the track, the title track,
Title track was sick, and he
Yeah.
actually just released a like a live version of that.
Yeah, like that one also he's kind of like more, like
Hmm.
did more emotional, more like diverse with his
Yeah.
delivery.
Well, that one, and also I like Fatal Attraction.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought Fatal Attraction was sick, but the beat, honestly, it's like every time though the production like outweighs his like voice, so it's like, damn, that beat is sick. Like I gotta like this song just because I want to hear that beat again.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's like but like I said, like the beginning he's pretty strong even like vocally.
How far in the beginning though? Like halfway through, or
Nah,
like two, three songs?
maybe like up until like maybe Spirit Away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But even like in there he starts kind of like faltering. And then like yeah, it just kind of like he kind of loses it. And I don't know, like I feel like a lot of this is like I don't know if he was just trying to like pad the runtime.
Yeah. A lot of it felt really bloated and kind of fillery, so I do get what you're saying. It kind of felt like, I don't want to say this because it's kind of mean, but kind of lazy. Like, he's like, shit, I need to put out an album. Like, let's just hurry this up real quick. I don't know if that's what it was. He could have taken his time, but it kind of just feels kind of rushed, but like bloated at the same time.
Yeah. No, I agree. Definitely, it was like I don't like. That's the thing is like production wise, it doesn't feel rushed, but it does feel like his vocal delivery. He was kind of just phoning it in at times.
Yeah.
It's just like very monotone. And I don't know, dude. Like he even has like that line in I think it was Since I Have a Lover, where he's like talking about like he's like stubbornness is a vice. He's like I'm not trying to do the same thing twice or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, how come you're doing the same thing like 20
Yeah,
times
like,
in the
yeah, like
album?
15 tracks, bro. Yeah, dude, I did like some of his lyrics. Some of his lyrics were really funny where he's like, oh, like, I've dragged all my exes through the mud, but this time I won't do it with you. I'm like, bro, I feel like you're dragging me through the mud right now, bro.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want to shit on him because, like, I like him. I respect him as an artist. I like his music, but this time it just not the same. Like, it wasn't as good as his other shit.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like he's just like slowly like not been like
Like, he already hit his peak
kind of like he's like
on the down.
yeah.
Yeah. That can happen, man.
Because even like that East Atlanta album, like there was a lot of it where it was like he was just monotone and stuff, and I feel like he's doing that again in this like yes, it doesn't sound like that type of music entirely anymore, but it's like it's the same voice, the same vocal delivery.
Yeah,
He's just like
he doesn't have like the adversity that you wish he had.
the diversity.
Yeah, diverse shit. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Cut that. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have the diversity.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he doesn't like have the sort of diversity as like he hoped he would for like his vocal style, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what kind of sucks. Yeah, it's just like it's kind of hard to get through an album when you hear the same. It almost sounds like the same exact song because he sounds the same exact way.
Mhm. Definitely. Yeah, I think like it just started kind of like sort of like becoming like background music, and I don't know. Cause even some of the beats were like very bare bonesy. Sometimes it'd just be like click click click.
Yeah, the basic bass and stuff.
Click,
Yeah,
yeah.
like insert bass, like in trouble and shit right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was. Yeah, I did get that vibe a lot. Honestly, like I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted this album to be like fucking. I was like, damn, like I'm really hoping this is like one of my favorite albums of the year, but
Yeah.
It didn't happen for me, honestly.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. Like he kind of like like does like a bait and switch, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I do get what you're saying. Because there were some tracks where, like, it started off really strong. I'm like, dude, like, he's gonna go in right now. And then it's just, like, back to the fucking monotone shit. Which is honestly a disappointment. Like, this is already a great year in music, you know? Like, we already got that Lil Yachty album. We got that Slow Tie. We got, like, Scaring the Hoes and shit. But I was really hoping that this would be up there as well. We still got a Tyler album coming, West Side Gun. Excuse me.
Yeah, that West Side Gun album is gonna come out, but yeah, I mean, like I don't know, like divorced from the context of other artists and stuff, like just on his own merit, like I just think like he could have done more, you know, and like I just think like I don't know, because even you were talking about that he has that line where he's like talking about trauma, so maybe this is why he's like all monotone because he's all numb and
Yeah,
shit.
maybe it's, like, a little bit more personal for him.
I don't know. I just think like he literally just
He's
cannot
traumatized
feel
right now.
emotion. Yeah, it's like
He's going through it.
he's like because it's like he doesn't like he's talking about some sad shit,
It was
and he
sad,
doesn't
yeah.
sound that sad though. He's just like
Well, yeah, he was saying
I'm
sad shit, and he's like robot
yeah.
voice.
He's like I'm walking down the street, got shot. My homie, he was blood. No, those aren't the actual lyrics, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like bro, like. But like I said, there's songs in the beginning, like the title track and all that, where he's like, you know, like actually like raising his
Yeah.
voice up and like,
Which I appreciated.
yeah. So
It seems like the cons are heavily outweighing the pros right now, dude.
I know, man.
We're haters, dude.
Well, like production wise, like I said, I really like it. I kind of got like Steve Lacy vibes, you know, some of them. I think it was in Inwood Hill Park. It kind of sounds like Static from Steve Lacy.
Yeah, which is a good song. Yeah, honestly, not much to talk about really about the album, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think like that's kind of like the weak part about this album is that a lot of it is very forgettable.
Yeah, it's not something that I'm honestly gonna keep on going back to from the albums this year.
Yeah.
Like, I've already listened to 25 albums from this year, and I've got it like number 15 on the year, I think. Cause yeah, it's not gonna crack. It's not gonna be anything like nothing like the new Tyler, Larry June, or any of that. So unfortunate, but
Yeah, it just feels like he's just like kind of, you know, like you have like A-list rappers or like, you know,
artist, yeah.
and he's kind of like more like lower tier.
I wouldn't even put him at an A list right now, honestly.
No.
Especially for R&B, I
Yeah.
there was a time where I almost had Black at like the next like number two after like Ocean, but like I mean Frank Ocean's on another tier, but I've been going back to D'Angelo a lot, like D'Angelo's new album, or not new album, but his like, you know, his like fucking, I don't know if it's a self-titled, and I was like, damn, this is way better than that Black shit. That sounded fucked up, but
We're talking about the rapper boy.
yeah. But it was better than like, I don't know, like that Daniel Caesar. I think he just put out a new album. It was a lot better, I thought, than Six Lax and Blacks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more like unique R&B type of sounds like or not sounds but like a lot more interesting things coming out from other artists. And I just feel like he kind of phoned it in, like you were saying. Like he just was like, "All right, gotta pull up," you know.
Yeah, it's definitely the most like in recent memory, the most like mid album I've heard in terms of like averageness. Like nothing like it's not like a great or good album, but it's not like a bad album either. It's just like average. honestly a little bit. I'd say it's average, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. It's well, I don't know. I feel like we kind of harped on the pros and the cons for a while, so we should just like
Rate
get
it.
to rating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So what would you rate it?
See, I listened to it twice. The second time, I enjoyed it a tiny bit more. That's honestly just because like the production, like hearing the production, I'm like, damn, like that beat was solid, but I could have fucking sang that shit better, to be honest. And I suck at singing, so for the production, for what it was, I'm gonna give it 3 bananas, 3 out of 5 bananas. You know?
Dang, it's my high praise, bro.
Dude, it's just because of that production, dude.
No,
I
I
don't know what
know,
to tell
I
you.
know. I feel you. I think, yeah, I think for me, I would give it like a 2.5.
Yeah, that's average, yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 bananas.
Honestly, if they released that like an instrumental for that, I would listen to that more.
Yeah. No, yeah, like definitely the production stole the show.
Which sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping that he would like evolve from the past album, and he just kind of kept the same monotone
Yeah,
robot sounding.
kind of regressed too, though.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't what I expected. I was hoping for better things,
Yeah,
but hey, no hate towards the guy.
not at all.
It definitely is not no easy feat.
Hopefully he comes back and provides a better album next like in fucking 4 years or some shit. But
Yeah.
he's got kids, he's got shit to look after, so he's making money. So hey, happy for him. But I don't know, like give me some music that I want to listen to. I don't know.
Yeah, like actually, I hope he can like do
Redeem.
more with his voice. Yeah, because I think he has a good voice, and when he uses it right, like in the first few tracks of this album. Well, that's a question too. Like, what was like what was your favorite track of this album?
My favorite track was definitely like. I'd say it was my favorite track off this album is probably either Inwood Hill Park, dude, those are the first 5 songs. Like after that, I was just listening. I'm like, dude, like fuck, like checking my phone, like when's this album done with? Like I want to listen to like better shit. Like I'm a music nerd, so I honestly sometimes I'll have a day where I listen to like 4 albums, and like this album like was a bit of a struggle.
I know it's like an hour and some change, huh?
No, it was like 58 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was just under an hour, but it felt like almost 2, dude.
Let me see. Yeah, 58 minutes.
How
So
many songs?
almost an hour.
How many songs? 19? 16? 19?
19 songs, yeah.
Yeah, 19 songs. 50. So he's averaging like almost 5 minutes a song. So some of those songs were just like, hurry the fudge up, man. Like, get me out of here, bro.
Yeah. No, yes. I think like some of those, like the same songs that you said right now, like.
Or the ones you were rocking with.
Yeah.
Which, that's a bummer. Honestly, it sucks too when he puts the best songs like up front, and then it's just like, all right.
I think that's how they get you, because you're like, oh, cool, there's some good songs, and then like you keep going, and you're like, there's got to be some better ones, and then you're just like, okay.
That's like going to a Fetty Wap concert and he opens up with 1738. You're like, all right, he's got to have some other bangers after.
Right.
But yeah, dude, overall, could have been better. I like the production, but that was about it.
Yeah, same. Well,
shall we get into the next album?
So, the next album is the new JPEGMafia / also plus
Danny Brown.
Yeah, it's called Scaring the Hose.
Volume 1. Volume 1 that JPEG said on Twitter, so We might either get a volume 2 with JPEG and Danny Brown, or it could be like JPEG and fucking Redville, or it could be JPEG and like Denzel Curry, one of his homies, which would be sick.
So as you guys may know or may not know, JPEGMafia is a rapper from.
JPEGMafia is from Flatbush, New York, and I know he actually like he didn't want to, but he joined the military because that was like the only way that he could get out of like the tough times that he was in, because he was in a pretty shitty situation. But like he said when he was in like Europe, he got super heavy into like making music, and he got super in it. I'm pretty sure he was playing shows in Europe, and he ended up getting discharged. I mean, worked out for him, dude. He's making big bucks. He's making good music. So Danny Brown is from Detroit, Michigan. Um, I know like he's been in the game for a while. He has a very unique style. He's also very chronically online. He's got a podcast that's funny as fuck. I fucking love that show. Um, he also, I mean, he has a pretty heavy drug problem. I don't know if you know about this, but there's like a clip like he straight like had sex with a chick on stage at one of his concerts.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, but he's a very like both him and Peggy are very talented in their own respective ways. So it almost makes sense that they would collaborate. You know?
Yeah, it's like two powerhouses.
Yeah. But well, what were some of the pros that you enjoyed for the album?
I really liked like the unique production on the album, and like definitely like a lot of the wordplay that goes on. I don't know, I think Danny Brown's funny as fuck.
Dude, those guys are both chronically online motherfuckers, dude.
I know, dude.
It's so funny. Like the title tracks itself, like fentanyl tester, lean beef patios, like they're literally like paying homage to a TikToker, like some like girl who's fucking jacked, dude. Like she's insanely jacked. And then like where you get your coke from, Jack Harlow combo meal. Like when Danny's around, like y'all be letting Jack Harlow sell your chicken. I was like, dude, that's kind of true, because it's like he's making fun of like the Travi Patty meal, and like the dude, like all the fucking artists that just somehow had McDonald's deals, and they had like a McDonald's meal and shit.
Yeah.
Which was like, oh, just take out the pickles.
like what is the one, the fuck, there's like Amigos one where it's like fucking Offset and like Cardi B. They're like a McDonald's one right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know they were still doing that.
Yeah,
That's
dude, they're
fucking
still
weird,
doing it.
dude. Give me the Hunter Burger meal. It's just anything with no cheese, pretty much. But
give me the Rapzilla meal. It's a veggie burger in McDonald's.
dude, I wouldn't touch McDonald's with my right hand, bro. Fuck that. Except for the chicken sandwiches.
It'd be one of those like Indian veggie burgers.
Those slap.
Have you had, well, like, no, in India they have veggie burgers at McDonald's.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've had I've been to an Indian restaurant and had a veggie like burger, and it slapped, but I don't know, India just sells. That makes sense though.
Well, it's because like eating meat.
Yeah, they don't eat beef.
Yeah.
Hey, good for you, bro. Red meat ain't good. But any other pros from you? Like anything else that stood out to you before I just start like sucking this album off?
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know. Like I just, like I said, I really like the production. Like it's, well, okay. So this is kind of like I like some of the production. Like I get what he's doing, or they're doing, in the sense of like.
Oh, Peggy produced it all.
No, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I get what he's doing in the sense of like he's trying to be like experimental with his sound, and it works sometimes. But then sometimes it was like a little jarring, you know. Like,
oh, for sure.
Like there's ones where it's like it kind of was like, oh, this kind of hurts my ears, bro. Like, you know, like, but like that doesn't take away necessarily from the album. In that, because like it still was cool. Like,
yeah, that's just his style too, though.
Yeah,
like literally, it's called scaring the hoe. So you might be a hoe, dude.
It's not even that like it was scaring me. It's just like,
well, it was like,
you know, it's like I like, you know, a little bit more, you know,
flamboyancy.
No, this is flamboyant, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying like no, like I like a little bit more like it doesn't have to be like super polished, but like a little bit more like dynamic range.
Hmm.
Like sometimes it's like shit's like a little too like too much high end and like what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, no, I agree with you, but
Like he's very punky with his shit, and like I get
Peggy or
it,
Danny?
huh?
Peggy or Danny or both?
Peggy like in the with his production, like it's
Oh,
very
for sure, yeah.
punk kind of style of production where it's like
It's just very experimental.
yeah, and like throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, kind of,
Yeah.
which is cool. Like definitely is very unique, and that's like something better to be unique than to be forgettable. Like
Yeah. At least it stood out compared to
yeah,
that fucking Black album.
yeah. So that's kind of where like I'm torn on the production. Like I like it, I like how it's creative and unique, but then some of it kind of like felt short, and I don't know. I feel like it's easy to be like, oh, that's just his style. It's supposed to kind of sound like crap, but it's like, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's supposed to be a little grimy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, that doesn't mean I have to like it entirely.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
like, I like the album. Just a couple songs here or there that were just like, I had to kind of skip it.
Yeah. Well, what were some of your least favorite songs?
I'd have to like look at it again. I think it was it was Shut Your Bitch Ass Up.
Yeah, the Danny Brown part was a bit weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Um, yeah, you have any other comments before I
No, no. That was it. Go for it.
Well, this see, I love Peggy. I love Danny Brown, so when I heard that they were collabing, like they announced it like 2 years ago, I was like, oh my god, fuck yes, this needs to drop now. But they took their fucking time, and like if you've seen the interviews, Danny Brown was literally like, yeah, there were some days where I was just taking bumps and like we wouldn't do anything for the whole day. And he was like apologizing to Peggy, and then Peggy was like, yeah, once we had the sober day, like we put out like 7 songs. So when it came out, when it dropped, when I heard it for the first time, there was a couple of songs like Garbage Pail Kids, and then a couple others where I was like, okay, like this is good, but it's weird. But like I've listened to it like through like at least 10 times, and I've grown to love almost every single song. Except for yeah, Danny Brown's part, like his Shut Your Bitch Ass Up. But then I thought JPEG's Muddy Waters part was pretty catchy. But I love Kingdom Key Hearts, especially Redville's verse. I'm hyped that we're going to see him soon. Um, I love Fentanyl Tester. I felt that like the milkshake spring like a boys art sample was hard as fuck. Like that shit was dope. Lean beef patty, like the scare in the hose, like I loved it. But probably my favorite track was God Loves You, and especially the wordplay from Danny Brown, where it's like literally the name of the song is called God Loves You. So it's like, oh, this is a wholesome song, and then like Danny Brown literally like let me pull up the lyrics. He says shit from um he's like just like going off wordplay but with like religious wordplay in a way where he's like legs in the air scream hallelujah, hallelujah, make her squirt that holy water, drinking down wine but no communion, only my dick she is consuming, on her knees said oh my god, put the camera out, let's make a movie, pussy wet like Noah's Ark, going ahead girl bless me. And then he's like, dude, my favorite 2 lines was if you on your period call me Moses because I'm about to split that Red Sea. And then he's like he's like where is it, want to eat that pussy, I broke my fast. And then I just like how I like how he laughs after that and it goes straight into the Peggy bar, like, and that production is like that production was so holy, like it was so fucking amazing. I heard that, I'm like I thought it was like being lifted in the air like Jesus again, like insert like the like floating in the air, but fucking
No, yeah,
I
dude.
loved the sampling, dude.
No, dude, yeah, it was like straight up like It was very like bombastic.
Yeah. So I really appreciate the sampling, especially in Orange Juice Jones, how they just sampled a Michael Jackson song, and Garbage Pail Kids, how they literally took a Japanese commercial, and that was the beat. Like that was the main sample. Like that was insane. But I also really loved how the album held its own with only one feature. Like it was very immersive, it was very engaging, and it was very fresh. Like every song had its own take and it was fresh. And the one feature that showed up, Red Village, just blew me away. Like I was like, dude, this is sick. And I even like how they have their own theme song in the album with Run the Jewels. Like it just felt like a theme song. Like it wasn't really a rap. It was just I liked it, but it was cool. So overall, like production, I liked a lot because I mean I love Peggy, but the rapping was dope. My only like cons I would say is sometimes it's hard to hear like their voices. Like so I had like thank God there's like I can look up the lyrics and stuff because once I read the lyrics I like learned like what they were saying so I could hear it and like dude the bars were good but yeah like it was overall a good album just like minute concerns that I had.
Yeah, like I think they really have like they play off of each other really well too.
Great chemistry,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They put out a documentary video that's like 20 minutes long and you can tell like dude they have fucking amazing chemistry because they're both fucking like rappers like they're in the rap scene they're pretty like high regarded but they're weird ass motherfuckers like and they do their own thing they don't give a shit what anybody else says which I think works for them, you know.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if like this is offensive to say, but do you ever get a vibe that like JPEGMafia kind of sounds like a Childish Gambino
Why would that be
sometimes?
offensive?
I'm not like offensive, but you know like in the sense that
Like
like
somebody would be mad like oh they're not the same.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly kinda yeah.
Cause sometimes I was listening to it, I was like,
When Peggy's not screaming
yeah,
yeah.
he kind of sounds like, you know,
I mean
Childish Gambino.
they're
But
both sick artists so
no, yeah, yeah. Like it's not a bad thing. It's just like,
Childish Gambino sticks more to like the soulful beats. Like I feel like Childish Gambino himself would be scared to be on the album.
well, no, like if you listen to like his like older stuff when he was like
The
more,
edgy shit like 2000 or 3005.
yeah, like that kind of like where he was like more rapping, trying to be
Yeah.
like with comedic stuff, you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I
the
kind of
songs
get that. Yeah, I kind of get like that vibe.
Like yeah, oh, his like right when he left Community to
Yeah.
rap, like his like edgy side came out and shit,
hmm
and then like it was like in between Community and Atlanta.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, honestly, like you could compare them too. So yeah,
I kind of get like those kind of vibes. I was like, oh, like it's maybe it's like they like take influence from each other. I don't.
it's highly likely.
Yeah.
But Peggy's been I don't know if he's been rapping longer because I know he was in like the military and he was making music under this pseudonym called Devin Hendricks. Who's got really good music and it's not even really rap. It's like weird like experimental shit. But like honestly, I can now that I think of it, I do see some like a lot more comparisons.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of like some old school like Childish Gambino, because even like they're both like kind of comedic, you know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Peggy's funny, dude. And you know who's like even funnier is fucking Danny Brown. So like that definitely probably rubbed off of Dan or
Yeah,
Peggy. Or
yeah.
rubbed off of whoever, I guess. I don't know. But
They were rubbing each other off. In a good way.
in a good way. There's a bad way.
Yeah,
But
can rub too hard. I'm just kidding.
pause. But yeah, dude, it was a very enjoyable album. I'm still listening to it on repeat. Like, I've got Kingdom Hearts Key, God Loves You, Orange Juice Jones, Lean Beef Patty, Perfect on like my on repeat on Spotify. So, and I honestly like Peggy's an artist now that I really love, and I anticipate every drop he has because it's like his last like 4 albums for me personally have been like fucking sick. Like
Yeah, like
Dikembe, or no, Dikembe is not the name of the album, but I can't remember what it is now.
yeah, for me it would be like Lean Beef Patty, I really like that one. Garbage Pail Kids also on my
Oh, Garbage
repeat.
Pail. Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
Um, the title track,
Mm-hmm.
Scar the Fentanyl Tester. Um, Step Up Pig.
Step a Pig is really good production. Holy
Yeah,
shit. Yeah, I've got literally almost all of the album on my on repeat.
yeah, and
So
the Redville one.
it's
So
a
what
great
what
album.
what cons do you have for the album?
Very minute cons. I would say sometimes I couldn't really hear the singing as much because like or the singer or the rapping because like the production like Peggy is really hard production, heavy production. So it's not like a very like oh I hated that, but honestly like there were some parts where I was like what did Danny say? Like what did Peggy say? I need to go back so I can hear
Yeah, they're
that.
like two in the mix. They're not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
Like I needed to like go back and look up the lyrics so that like I could get it more. But like that was honestly my only like con, really. Like I felt all the tracks on there were like needed, like not needed, but they were like meant to be there. And I'm just waiting for that deluxe album, dude, because I heard on the documentary there was a couple of tracks that they showed that weren't on the album, and I was like, dude, I need that fucking deluxe right now. So, very small cons, like minute cons. What about you, con wise?
Mm, con wise, same. Like some of the production could have been a little bit better. Which I
Yeah, but
mean,
that's like Peggy style too, because like him and Danny Brown both put out a thing where it's like it showed like the nerd face emoji. And it's like, oh, I don't like the mixing. It needs to be mixed better. So they literally like did that on purpose.
yeah, but that's like if I put out a meme saying like with the nerd thing and then been like, oh, the rapping needs to be better, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's a way to like shut people up, but it's not like I don't know, cause like I feel like mixing is like another part of making the music, you know?
No, I agree. Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
No, I agree. Yeah, sorry, forgot to speak in the
No,
mic.
it's alright. But it's like if you put a little too much salt, in your food,
Yeah, it's
right?
salty.
Yeah, and it's like in that regard, the mixing was too high with the instrumentals and the vocals were like too low. It's like I don't like I think if they want to like expand as artists or grow as artists, it's not a thing to just like shrug off entirely.
Right, right.
Like but yeah, like if people are just gonna like trash it purely on that basis,
That's kind of whack. Yeah.
yeah. But
Overall, it was overall like those cons are still pretty small though. So
yeah, but that's what I was just saying. Like it's valid, because sometimes even like the mix, like it could be everything good, and if the mix is off, like some of the songs, like I said, one like the shut your bitch up one, like
yeah,
or
shut your bitch ass up.
yeah, like it shut your bitch ass up. It was kind of like abrasive, like it hurt my ears,
Yeah,
and I was like this is not enjoyable to hear, like.
I agree with that. Yeah, that honestly like Danny's part on that one was probably one of the like probably the low part of the album. But then like it honestly got redeemed with Peggy's part because Peggy had like a pretty catchy chorus on there. It's like "Forgive me, Father" or something like that. But yeah, no.
But yeah, those are like minute details. Like overall, it's pretty like fun album.
Yeah, it's
Like
something that I'm
high
gonna go back
pace.
to.
It's yeah, same. It's like
Or I've been going back to.
yeah,
But
no,
I'm gonna
yeah,
be listening to that like probably still in a couple of years. Maybe show my kids. I'll be like, yo, ready to scare the hose?
right.
Probably like, Dad, I'm already scaring the hose. I ain't getting no pussy.
Just talk about rape to the hose.
But I feel like we went over the pros and the cons enough. So what would you rate this album, Lolo? Or sorry, Rapzilla.
Um, I think I would give it 4 out of 5 bananas. 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's still pretty good album. Just The mix. Oh, take that fucking.
Yeah, no, dude, I think that's valid, dude. Better than the Black Album, at least.
Oh yeah, way
By
better.
far. Uh, but yeah, I would give it 4.5 bananas out of 5. Honestly, I had a lot of people were like, Hunter, like, this is the album of the year. And honestly, like, it's my number 2 of the year so far. But I ended up giving, going back to the Lil Yachty album, giving it a 5. So, like, I love the album. I love it a lot. So,
No, I agree, bro. Like I definitely agree. Like it's definitely a good album.
but yeah, I think Scaring the Hoes will definitely still top my, like, by the end of the year, top 10, top 5 best albums of the year.
I'm just, I have no expectations. Hopefully, there's better shit, But
Bro, we get
it's up
Tyler,
there.
we get
Overall, I really like the album.
overalls.
Yeah.
Overall, I really like the album too.
In summation, I believe that the album was quite exquisite.
The judge says that the album is good. Yeah, the judge sentences you to listen to the album for 5 more times before you're allowed to smoke weed ever again.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to
I mean,
that.
it sounds whatsoever. I don't know why I said that.
But yeah, I like the album. It was good.
Me too.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Hey, my name is Huntag.
And my name is Rabzilla, the motherfucking thriller, and
We are
Bananas
for albums.
Are you bananas for albums?
Are you? Like Wipeout says, good night, man. Big ball.